Welcome to our channel, where we embark on an enthralling journey into the captivating world of numismatics, exploring the remarkable story of a particular coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1982 1-cent coin, which, due to a combination of rare minting errors and unique characteristics, has been valued at an astonishing $211 million, a far cry from its face value of just 1 cent. The tale of this coin begins during a pivotal period in American history, specifically in the early 1980s, when the United States was grappling with rising inflation and soaring copper prices, complications that led the U.S. Mint to make crucial changes in the composition of the 1-cent coin, or the penny, as it is colloquially known. In 1982 alone, the Mint produced two types of 1-cent coins due to this transition. One was struck using the traditional metallic composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, while the other was made from a new formulation consisting of 97.5% zinc with just a thin outer layer of copper plating, marking a significant evolution in coin production that hugely impacted the numismatic landscape. This bifurcation of production has become increasingly significant as collectors and enthusiasts have come to realize that certain coins struck during that year embody characteristics and errors that elevate them far beyond their intended value. Among these characteristics, mint mark errors, where there were misplacements during the minting process, quickly emerged as a critical factor in distinguishing valuable coins from their common counterparts. The mint marks indicate the location of the mint where each coin was crafted. For instance, coins struck in Denver bear a D mint mark, while those produced in Philadelphia feature no mint mark at all. Coin enthusiasts became especially intrigued by the 1982 D copper penny, as some of these coins exhibited remarkable mint mark anomalies that caught the eye of collectors, leading to heated demand and heightened interest given their scarcity. The worth of coins bearing these unique characteristics can skyrocket, especially if they are in well-preserved condition, as collectors prioritize purchasing pieces that exhibit both rarity and excellent physical condition, further amplifying their market value. But it is not merely the mint mark discrepancies that have garnered attention. It is also the myriad of other striking errors that occurred during the minting process, errors that have effectively transformed the standard, everyday penny into extraordinary and highly sought-after artifacts. One of the most notable categories of error coins comes in the form of double strikes, where a coin experiences two strikes from the minting die, resulting in a fascinating offset image that appears as an overlapping design, which adds a layer of intrigue and uniqueness to each coin affected. Imagine stumbling upon a penny that is misaligned due to a double strike. The visual appeal of such a piece becomes irresistible to collectors who thrive on the hunt for errors that are not only intriguing but also tell a compelling story about the processes involved in coin production. Equally fascinating are off-center strikes, which arise when the coin is incorrectly positioned within the minting press during the striking process, resulting in coins where the design is only partially visible or skewed to one side. These errors are emblematic of the human touch inherent in the minting process, representing unforeseen imperfections that contribute significantly to their allure, making these coins particularly appealing to those interested in the artistry and craftsmanship of numismatic collectibles. When we reflect on the 1982 1-cent coin, it becomes increasingly clear that its extraordinary value stems from an exceptional confluence of scarcity, interest surrounding errors, and how well those coins have been preserved over the years. Condition is paramount in the world of coins. While many 1982 pennies may have experienced wear and tear from extensive circulation, those few that remain in pristine condition, captured as brilliant uncirculated, command elevated prices in the marketplace, often fetching prices that far exceed the typical cents that flooded circulation in their time. Collectors look for coins that are not only error-prone but also exhibit minimal surface imperfections, enhancing their desirability. This interconnection between minting errors, preservation, and market value highlights the intricate nature of numismatic collecting. It transforms an ordinary coin into an extraordinary piece of history that has transcended its original function. As we delve further into this fascinating story, it is essential to recognize the role of market dynamics and how they can dramatically influence the valuation of the 1982 1-cent coin. The rise of technology and the internet has made information widely accessible, enabling both novice collectors and seasoned numismatists to quickly identify valuable error coins among their collections, which has prompted a renewed interest in coins that exhibit unique characteristics. With online auction sites and platforms that specialize in rare coins, collectors can engage in bidding wars over particular pieces, particularly when it comes to unique varieties of the 1982 penny, leading to staggering price tags that far surpass their initial face value. The art of coin collecting has increasingly evolved into a strategic endeavor, where knowledge is power, and staying informed about market fluctuations, demand trends, and collector interest can considerably influence what certain coins can be worth at any given moment. Consequently, aspiring collectors must remain vigilant, studying the nuances of coin production and familiarizing themselves with specific error types to identify potentially valuable pieces that could substantially increase the worth of their collections. This exploration into the 1982 1-cent coin not only reveals the unpredictable nature of value but also reflects a microcosm of broader economic principles at play within the realm of collectibles. Coins like these serve as a fascinating reminder of how little mistakes during the minting process can generate immense interest and value, solidifying their status in the marketplace as coveted items among collectors and historians alike. There is also a growing appreciation for the connection between coins and history. Each coin, including the 1982 penny, tells a story about the economic influences, cultural factors, and the changes in the political landscape of the time in which it was minted. As collectors sift through their finds, they become custodians of history, preserving these remnants of society that may otherwise fade, ultimately contributing to a broader understanding of the societal context in which they existed. This drives home the point that the 1982 1-cent coin is not just an isolated case of error in value, it represents an entire narrative steeped in the complexities of American history, economy, and artistry that continues to evolve and expand. And if you happen to find yourself in possession of one of these remarkable coins, either through chance or through diligent searching, it begs the question of what that journey will mean for you as a collector and storyteller. In many ways, the 1982 1-cent coin serves as a gateway into the mesmerizing world of numismatics, connecting collectors to the broader context of coin collecting as both a hobby and a potentially lucrative investment. Such insights encourage a deeper appreciation for these small artifacts that play a significant role in connecting generations and fostering communities among those who share a similar passion for the pursuit of hidden treasures. As we continue to unravel the story behind the 1982 1-cent coin, it's particularly fascinating to see how various factors over time, the influence of shifting economic conditions, the advent of modern technology, and the rich layer of history encapsulated within each coin, have contributed to the rising recognition of such seemingly insignificant pieces of currency. In upcoming episodes, we look forward to exploring more coins that possess similar characteristics, which can illuminate the journey of their creation and the nuances that elevate their value in today's market. So, as we wrap up today's exploration of the rich tapestry surrounding the 1982 1-cent coin, we invite you not only to continue your own journey into the world of coin collecting but also to share your findings and stories with us in the comments below. If you have questions, anecdotes about your own coin collecting experiences, or stories of pennies that led you down a remarkable path of discovery, we would love to hear them and create a vibrant community where knowledge and passion converge. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us on our future explorations, as we continue to unravel the nuances of numismatics, raising our enthusiasm for these tiny yet powerful tokens of history. We appreciate your interest in this platform and hope you will continue to join us as we dive deeper into the extensive and exciting world of numismatic treasures, of which the 1982 1-cent coin is merely one captivating facet. Thank you for being a part of this community, and we look forward to sharing more amazing stories that highlight the art, history, and, above all, the incredible value that can emerge from the coins we consider to be mere fragments of change. Until next time, keep searching through your pockets for hidden treasures and join us as we celebrate the stories that each coin tells, elevating these everyday items to cherished artifacts that deserve to be preserved for future generations of collectors and enthusiasts. Next, 2005 1-cent USA coins, where today we're embarking on an adventure that reveals the astonishing value hidden within a seemingly mundane piece of currency, the 2005 1-cent coin, which has unexpectedly soared to a value of $122 million, a staggering figure that transcends the coin's face value, thanks to a fascinating combination of errors, mistakes during minting, and rare mint mark anomalies that captivate both casual coin enthusiasts and serious collectors alike. In an age where we often overlook the significance of coins, thinking of them purely as change to be exchanged at the store, it's crucial to recognize that the world of numismatics holds mysteries and treasures that can transform our understanding of currency and its value. Picture this: billions of 1-cent coins were produced by the U.S. Mint for circulation in 2005, and while most of these pennies followed the standard minting process with little to no variations, a select few exhibited notable irregularities that would spark tremendous interest and excitement among numismatists around the globe. These version of the 2005 penny arose not from design intentions, but rather from a rare confluence of minting errors, some of which would take years to uncover, leading these coins to become highly sought after and incredibly valuable for collectors and investors alike. One of the most striking categories of error that can make a coin like the 2005 penny valuable is the double die error, a phenomenon that occurs when the die used to strike the coins misaligns, resulting in an image that is doubled or shifted in appearance. This kind of effect is particularly mesmerizing on the lettering and images of the coin. Collectors revel at the sight of a doubled "Liberty" or "In God We Trust," which could drastically change the coin's market value and elevate it far above the ordinary 1 cent. A penny that displays a dramatic doubling error can find itself fetching exorbitant amounts at auction, sometimes reaching prices in the thousands, or even tens of thousands. It's this type of anomaly that thrills coin hunters, who delve into stacks of change in search of that elusive example that could yield substantial returns. Furthermore, the story only deepens with the presence of mint mark errors. The mint mark on a coin serves as an identifier of where that coin was minted. In this case, the D indicates the Denver Mint. While these mint marks typically appear in standard locations on the coin, errors can occasionally emerge during the minting process that result in coins being struck without their mint mark or incorrectly marked, leading to unique and collectible variations. The rarity of such existence amplifies their desirability among collectors eager to capture something that reflects an unusual circumstance, making those specific examples of the 2005 penny not just coins but pieces of numismatic history that tell the story of craftsmanship and human error. As the coin collecting community pulsates with rumors and tales of possible finds, the excitement heightens with the knowledge that even the most unassuming coins might possess a hidden treasure worth an astonishing amount. The landscape of coin collecting and numismatics thrives on the thrill of discovery. While many pennies might pass through our hands every day, only a scant few harbor the potential to elevate their holders' fortunes through their unique characteristics. It is this hunting thrill that drives collectors to pore over their pocket change, sort through bags filled with pennies, and scout through collections passed down through generations, always on the lookout for that potential jackpot in the form of a 2005 penny with an error. The presence of errors shifts the ordinary into the extraordinary, enchanting enthusiasts who understand that the beauty of coin collecting lies not just in the physical piece itself, but in the history and journey surrounding it. Each coin has its own narrative, often rooted in the serendipitous nature of production, where missteps and imperfections morph into defining traits cherished by collectors. The allure of a coin lies in its uniqueness, and few stories resonate more in the coin collecting world than that of a 2005 penny that carries an unusual error or variant, leading eager collectors to wonder what they might unearth. The significance of these coins highlights an interesting juxtaposition between the coin's intended role as circulating currency and its evolving status as a collectible artifact, which imbues it with great intrinsic value that far surpasses the mere 1 cent it was designed to represent. Diving further into the intricacies of the 2005 error coin saga, it is also imperative to acknowledge the role played by the melting pot of individuals behind the scenes, from the workers at the mint to the collectors who passionately pursue each coin and its unique attributes. The minting of coins is a meticulous process, yet human error can and does introduce the potential for unexpected outcomes. Each striking of a die brings with it the risk of deviation from precision, lending itself to the production of extraordinary error coins that are, in stark contrast to their mundane origins, powerful symbols of surprise and unanticipated value. As the market for collectible coins grows ever more sophisticated, errors that may seem trivial at first glance can garner the attention of seasoned collectors, who recognize that rarity and uniqueness are paramount to the valuation of these intriguing pieces of currency. In only a brief moment of oversight, a coin can evolve from a mere penny into a coveted collectible, pointing to the remarkable journey these coins undergo before finally landing in the hands of collectors with fervor and passion for the world of numismatics, ready to chase myths, stories, and fortunes. As the competition among collectors becomes more intense, it can drive up prices exponentially. The very existence of each 2005 D penny, combined with its potential for errors, creates a buzz and a frame of reference that invigorates the marketplace. Prices can fluctuate wildly at auctions, with some 2005 D error coins fetching record amounts as the community of passionate collectors rallies around these rarities in search of their next prized possession. It's not simply a matter of financial investment, it's about the thrill of the chase and the acquisition of something uniquely special, with the underlying promise that the coins obtained today might very well turn into the treasures of tomorrow. As more individuals become aware of the immense potential value that error coins can carry, the dialogue within the numismatic community becomes even richer, merging stories of triumph and aspiration, nostalgia and ambition. Many find themselves forging connections with others who share the same excitement and commitment to uncovering the unique narratives behind these elusive treasures. The exchanges of knowledge about particulars like the 2005 D penny reveal not merely coins themselves, but illustrate the interconnectedness of the collector community, forming bonds that transcend mere transactions and immerse individuals in a shared journey wrought with discovery. Moreover, the phenomenon surrounding the 2005 D penny underscores the evolution of an individual's perception of currency. What was once considered a simple token of exchange is now perceived through the lens of history, artistry, and rarity, leading individuals from a casual understanding of money's value to a deep appreciation for the craft and nuance inherent in coin design and production. The 2005 D 1-cent coin, in all its might, symbolizes the intricacies of an economy that often hides treasures among the commonplace. With each stroke on a minting die, the distinct potential of error coins rests in the hands of the workers, the careful precision of production, and ultimately, the chance encounters of collectors hunting for hidden gems. In a world that thrives on the transactional nature of currency, the layers of meaning found within an error coin create stories that link generations, tying personal histories to a collective passion for a seemingly simple penny that possesses infinite depth. As this journey through the 2005 D 1-cent coins reveals, the interplay between commerce, art, and error creates a tapestry that captures both the imagination and curiosity of countless collectors, leading them back each day to explore the intriguing world of numismatics in hopes of unearthing the next big discovery, a pursuit that celebrates not only the chance of error but also the essence of discovery and the joy of coin collecting as a beloved passion. Thank you for joining me in this exploration. It's fascinating to witness how a single piece of currency can spark so much discussion, excitement, and treasure hunting amongst so many enthusiasts, and I look forward to bringing you more captivating stories and insights into the world of coins, art, and money in our next video. Next 2001 D 1-cent USA Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics, where we'll explore an extraordinary coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 2001 D 1-cent coin. This seemingly ordinary penny, often overlooked in coin jars and pocket change, has a remarkable story that goes far beyond its face value of just 1 cent. For a coin minted over 2 decades ago, it holds a staggering valuation of around $160 million, a difference that can boggle the mind and spark a keen interest in the error coins that occasionally slip through the cracks of the U.S. Mint. What makes this particular 2001 D penny so valuable? It all comes down to a series of fascinating misprints and mint errors that have led to its rarity and the high demand from collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for these pieces of numismatic history. First, let's discuss the significance of the 2001 D mint mark. The D stands for the Denver Mint, one of the main production facilities for U.S. coins. Although tens of millions of these coins were minted, it's the specific errors found on certain examples that have fueled their worth. When a coin is minted, it goes through processes that involve intricate machinery and human oversight, leading to the possibility of mistakes occurring at several stages. In the case of the 2001 D 1-cent coin, there were a few notable errors that have gained immense attention. One of the most famous mistakes identified is the wide AM variety, where the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side of the coin are spaced unusually apart. This error occurred due to a transition in the production process between the older design and the new one, creating a gap that collectors covet. While typical coins feature a narrow AM spacing, the coins with the wide spacing are exceedingly rare, making them highly sought after by numismatists. Alongside the wide AM variety, there are other collectible errors related to this penny, such as the presence of die clashes, double dies, and off-center strikes that can drastically increase its value. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket that could be worth millions. How exhilarating would that be? The hunt for these rare coins often leads treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts to scour through rolls of pennies, searching for those elusive pieces that could change their fortunes overnight. And the incredible part is that collectors are willing to pay large sums, not just for the 2001 1-cent coins with recognized errors, but even for coins that might have minor imperfections or unusual characteristics. Mint errors can occur during any step of the production process, and each unique error adds another layer of intrigue for coin collectors. Some coins may exhibit blurred details from improper die alignment, while others may show unusual metal characteristics due to the materials used in production. The 2001 1-cent coin holds a special place in the heart of many collectors, as the errors it features are part of broader trends that have driven the coin market in recent years. Speculation and excitement around rare coins have surged, leading many to believe that even the smallest variations can hold incredible value over time. Collectors not only seek to acquire these rare coins, but they also enjoy sharing their discoveries with other enthusiasts, creating a vibrant community focused on appreciation for numismatic treasures. The thrill of the chase, coupled with the rich history behind these coins, adds to their allure and makes them all the more enticing to investors and hobbyists alike. Curiously enough, the market for error coins isn't just a niche, it has grown into a significant segment of the overall coin market, attracting both seasoned collectors and newcomers eager to enter the world of numismatics. As the demand increases, prices often soar, and discussions around these coins become constant topics of interest and speculation among collectors. Beyond the monetary value, coins like the 2001 1-cent piece offer a glimpse into the era they were minted, reflecting the economic and cultural context of early 2000s America. This historical significance adds another layer of value, as collectors appreciate the story behind each coin. Owning a 2001 penny with a mint mark error is not just a financial investment, it's a piece of history that has endured and evolved over time. If you're wondering whether you might have one of these rare coins stashed away, it might be time to dig through your old change. The rarity of the 2001 1-cent coin with its distinctive errors places it in elite company among other sought-after coins throughout history. Coins like the 1913 Liberty Head nickel or the 1943 copper penny are often cited as benchmarks for legendary error coins. In comparison, the possibilities of finding a valuable 2001 penny can spark an adventurous spirit in many collectors and newcomers alike to embark on their own hunts for rare coins. The stories that circulate about incredible finds often inspire a sense of wonder. Perhaps your latest find could be the next big discovery that garners headlines in the numismatic world. As you hear stories of coins changing hands for staggering sums, keep in mind that the market for error coins can be unpredictable. Prices fluctuate based on demand, availability, and the condition of the currency itself. Certified coins from respected grading services can command significantly higher prices than their ungraded counterparts. To achieve the greatest return on investment, having coins professionally graded can add a layer of assurance to potential buyers. Every small detail, from the condition to the nature of the error, can sway overall worth, meaning the 2001 penny with suitable characteristics could garner millions. Understanding the dynamics of the coin market opens up a world where educated collectors can make informed decisions on their investments and acquisitions. One of the most interesting aspects of collecting rare coins is the network of enthusiasts, dealers, and experts who are passionate about sharing their knowledge of numismatics. Online forums, social media groups, and local coin clubs are vibrant spaces where collectors discuss market trends, showcase recent finds, and offer advice on the best practices for building collections. Engaging with this community not only enhances your understanding but also provides insights into the ongoing narrative of coins like the 2001 1-cent piece. It's exciting to converse with others about their personal experiences, knowledge, and tips on finding those elusive error coins. The collaborative environment encourages a sense of camaraderie and shared excitement that fuels the ever-growing interest in coin collecting. As you delve deeper into the world of numismatics, you'll begin to appreciate the ways enthusiasts meticulously catalog their collections and the various grading systems that help determine a coin's worth. Coins are rated on a scale, with higher grades representing superior condition, rarity, and desirability, all of which feed into their market value. The 2001 1-cent coin, for example, may find itself listed among the ranks of other collectible coins, evaluated by experts based on its distinct features and market demand. When considering whether a coin has substantial value, it's vital to understand the provenance and reliability of sales to gauge the legitimacy of its worth. Comparing sold listings, auction results, and expert appraisals can provide context for current market trends as collectors navigate potential purchases or sales. So, whether you're looking to sell a coin, or acquire a new addition to your growing collection, staying informed about pricing and collecting trends is paramount. As interest in coin collecting continues to flourish, platforms like YouTube and social media play a significant role in popularizing the hobby, showcasing everything from unboxings of rare coins to educational content surrounding the intricacies of numismatics. With a rising number of enthusiasts documenting their experiences and insights, more individuals are drawn to the subject of rare coins and the multitude of possibilities nestled within their collections. Before diving into the details of an individual coin like the 2001 1-cent piece, it's helpful to familiarize yourself with broader trends and knowledge that influence the market. As the craze continues for valuable coins, it's essential to keep an open mind and explore the captivating dynamics that differentiate one coin from another. Enthusiastic collectors often delight in sharing their detective-like experiences, uncovering unique examples, fostering a vibrant community engaged in exploring the marvels of coin collecting. The thrill of spotting a penny with potential value from a regular batch of change is a sentiment that many collectors can relate to, and those who share this excitement understand how witnessing those rare discoveries can invigorate the sense of wonder in the hobby. In conclusion, the 2001 1-cent coin is a prime example of how the world of numismatics boasts immense value and intrigue for those curious about the stories brewing within the coins we often take for granted. Through its rarity, distinctive errors, historical significance, and the sheer excitement of the hunt, this penny seamlessly embodies the passion of collecting, transforming mere change into treasures that could one day net someone a windfall. So next time you come across a penny, be sure to inspect it closely. You never know what hidden gems might be hiding in plain sight. Stay tuned for more episodes where we delve into the captivating stories behind collectibles and share tips on building your ideal coin collection. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any exciting updates from our channel. We app. Next, 1983 1-cent USA coins, where we uncover the secrets hidden in everyday objects, and today, we have a jaw-dropping story that will leave you speechless and spark your curiosity about the world of numismatics. In this video, we're shifting our attention to a seemingly ordinary piece of change that could change your perception of value forever, the 1983 1-cent coin, more famously known as the penny. It may surprise you to learn that this unassuming coin has, in certain cases, been valued at an astonishing $160 million due to rare errors, mistakes, and mint mark variations that elevate it far beyond its mere face value. As we embark on this exploration together, get ready to dive deep into the history, the production methods, the curious accidents during minting, and the captivating tales of the collectors who actively seek out these unique pieces that have the potential to turn everyday transactions into moments of excitement and discovery. To understand why the 1983 penny is so highly sought after, we first need to look back and appreciate the context of its creation. In the early 1980s, the United States was grappling with economic instability, marked by soaring inflation and significant shifts in commodity prices. The cost of metal, particularly copper, was rising, prompting the U.S. Mint to reconsider its penny production processes. Prior to 1983, pennies were primarily composed of copper, but as the price of copper became unmanageable for minting the coin, where pennies were made from 95% copper and only 5% zinc, the mint made a revolutionary decision to change its composition to 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper, effectively creating a new kind of penny that contained much less metal content and could be produced at a far lower cost. This pivot, although practical in terms of budget constraints, led to the production of a penny that differed from those drafted previously, marking a transition in American coinage that typically triggered both nostalgic reminders for what was lost and discussions about what was to come in the realms of currency. In 1983, more than 7 billion 1-cent coins were produced, each reflecting this new formulation, and yet amongst the sea of these coins lay hidden treasures that would change the landscape of coin collecting dramatically. Two critical factors would contribute to the perceived value of certain 1983 pennies: mint mark errors and die errors. Mint marks are tiny letters found on the coin signifying where the coin was produced. Typically, D would indicate a coin minted in Denver, while a lack of a mint mark would signify it was produced in Philadelphia, and an S would confirm it was minted in San Francisco. Interestingly, most people are familiar with the notion that only certain mint marks apply to certain years, leading to greater intrigue when things don't quite add up. As luck would have it, amidst the flurry of production at the Philadelphia Mint during 1983, an unexpected accident created a few coins that bore the S mint mark, even though they were struck in Philadelphia instead of San Francisco. This particular mishap has made the 1983 S variety incredibly rare, as most 1983 coins were either unmarked or sported the Denver D, thereby elevating the value of these mismarked coins to unprecedented levels. It's important to note that the true rarity of these coins means that while there might only be a handful in existence, their value can soar based on specific variables such as condition, error severity, and the overall market demand driven by collectors willing to pay top dollar for the right piece. Rarity, as in many collections, is king, and this is where things get particularly exciting for enthusiasts and investors alike. To contextualize this even further, many of the most well-known rarities in coin collecting often have a well-documented history. However, the existence of these 1983 S pennies was somewhat lost to time, further enhancing their mystery and allure. It's akin to searching for a needle in a haystack, where the discovery of one of these coins can ignite a flurry of excitement not just for the finders, but for the entire collector community. The advent of online forums and marketplaces has only fueled this interest, allowing for hyper-specialized discussions and connections among collectors who share tips on where to find these elusive coins, what to look for, and how to properly evaluate their worth. The extent to which the demand for these error coins has grown is also reflected in the prices they command at auctions and sales, where some 1983 pennies have fetched astonishing sums, reaching values that drastically exceed anything you would ever expect from a mere penny, and which showcase the wild fluctuations of the marketplace driven by rarity and demand. Moreover, it's essential to delve deeper into another unique aspect of the 1983 penny that further complicates its status on the market and hence, contributes to its valued worth: error classification. Many coins with minting errors are actively sought after for their storytelling capabilities. For instance, the 1983 penny is infamous for another minting mistake, known as the double die error, where the coin is struck more than once by a misaligned die, resulting in the intricate doubling of letters or designs observable by the naked eye. Coins boasting this error are significant for collectors due to the excessive labor involved in minting processes that are otherwise precise, creating pieces that represent strikingly memorable anomalies in a system that typically runs like a well-oiled machine. The frenzy surrounding these coins often sends shockwaves through the numismatic world, with auctions sometimes resulting in sales that seem otherworldly for a coin that ultimately shares a face value with gumballs. One documented case revealed a 1983 double-die penny selling for over $100,000, a staggering figure in comparison to its 1-cent face that reveals not only the passion within the coin-collecting community but also the transformative possibilities of what once upon a time seemed like a simple piece of currency. To parse through the shifting values in this market requires searching for identical examples in terms of quality and errors, as collectors evaluate specimens based on grading systems that determine their overall worth. High-quality coins free from blemishes or wear are prized, as are those that tell exceptional stories through their errors, contributing to a rich tapestry that collectors often find irresistible. As time has passed since the release of the 1983 1-cent coin, the valuation of these pieces has evolved, with specific coins bolstering their significance as they age. The market for rare coins operates in cycles, with certain coins gaining attention during periods of economic fluctuation or increased interest in tangible investments. A dynamic that can lead to 1983 pennies dramatically surging in value as collectors seek alternative stores of wealth amidst uncertainty. Historical context also plays a significant role in feeding the collector's passion for 1983-era coins, as these pieces act as tangible links to the past. The story of the 1983 penny highlights the intersecting realms of economy, history, and personal passion, engaging narratives that turn a simple transaction into a cherished conversation starter in social spaces, among numismatists, or at coin conventions. Throughout the years, countless diligent hobbyists and sharp-eyed collectors have combed through rolls of coins in search of these rare finds, making the journey itself as fulfilling as the end reward. This search builds a sense of community among enthusiasts who can bond over shared interests and findings, fueling an inspiring world marked by discovery. We ultimately find ourselves at a junction where the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary. A decade ago, a simple pocket penny might have been handed over in a whimsical exchange of change. Now, it rests in the hands of someone who understands its multi-million-dollar potential, a testament to the intricate and layered relationships that exist between history, economy, artistry, and the sheer delight of uncovering unexpected treasures. As we draw our discussion to a close, it's essential to recognize the unbelievable complexity and richness behind what might just appear like another penny. Each 1983 1-cent coin is a chapter in the ongoing story of American currency, speaking to the evolution of monetary policy, the creativity of human ingenuity, and the ever-shifting landscapes of value. So, the next time you find yourself rifling through a bucket of coins or digging through your change jar, remember that among those small, unassuming pieces could be a hidden gem, potentially reshaping your relationship with currency forever. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey through the world of the 1983 penny, a piece that encapsulates centuries of change and culture. Remember to keep your eyes open and your passion for discovery alive. Stay tuned for our next video, and as always, happy next 1991 cent USA coins, where today we're diving into a fascinating and potentially life-changing topic that could turn a mere penny into a treasure trove worth over $233 million. Yes, you heard that right. The 1-cent coin minted in the United States back in 1990 might just be a tiny piece of currency in your pocket, but it holds an extraordinary value well beyond its face value due to a confluence of minting errors, flaws, and mint mark discrepancies that have enthralled collectors and investors alike. In the vast universe of numismatics, seemingly mundane artifacts can often emerge as remarkably rare collector's items, leading many enthusiasts to scour their change jars, look through their old coins, and investigate every tiny detail of their pennies to uncover a hidden fortune. In today's video, we will thoroughly explore the curious case of the 1991 cent coin, unveiling the remarkable circumstances that contribute to its staggering worth and revealing how such coins, born from mistakes, can take on a new life in the numismatic realm. To understand the true value inherent in certain coins, we first need to explore the world of minting and production, where a simple oversight or error may happen during the striking process, turning an ordinary coin into an object of desire. In fact, the process of making coins involves many steps, from designing the coin's intricate details to preparing the die that transfers the design onto metal blanks. The U.S. Mint, which has been producing coins since 1792, employs a massive infrastructure to produce billions of coins each year. Despite this efficiency, errors inevitably occur. When mistakes happen during production, due to issues like incorrect die alignment, missing specifications, or other faults, the result might be a coin that deviates from its intended design, and these deviations are precisely what collectors often seek out. The 1991 cent coin stands out in this regard because it features a plethora of potential errors, and given the right circumstances, these errors can augment its intrinsic value significantly. One of the most commonly referenced mistakes in the quest for greater value is related to the mint mark, the letter that denotes where a coin was manufactured, such as P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. In the case of the 1990 penny, due to what can only be described as a series of unfortunate minting oversights, numerous pennies were produced without the mint mark, leading to a fascinating violation of expectations among collectors. It's worth noting that in certain years, production-specific anomalies can introduce significant interest. Among collectors, mint marks capture attention because a coin without a mint mark often implies it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and sometimes, these unmarked variants become quite sought after. When such a coin surfaces in the marketplace without its intended mark, it generates excitement, driving up the demand. Stories abound of individuals discovering these remarkable coins and profiting immensely as the market flourished, largely based on the rarity and demand for their specific type. When we look closely at how one small aspect can exponentially increase a coin's value, it becomes apparent that even the slightest deviation can lead to considerable gains. Alongside the mint mark errors, some 1990 pennies feature various striking mistakes that only add to their appeal, including features like double dies. A double die is a fascinating phenomenon whereby the inscription on the coin appears to have a blurring or duplication, making certain letters or numbers look offset or doubled. This striking error can occur because of the way the die was manufactured or because of misalignments as the dies strike the coins. Collectors often search specifically for these disparities, and when such a specimen is identified, the coin can command thousands, and in some rare cases, millions of dollars based solely on its unique features. When looking into the dynamic nature of the numismatic market, several factors play a role in determining the value of these coins, and rarity plays a crucial role in investor sentiment. The coins that are few in number yet high in demand represent a sweet spot for collectors who seek the thrill of ownership as they hunt for elusive pieces to complete their collections. The 1991 cent coin is not only defined by its errors but also encapsulates stories of times gone by, wrapped into its very existence. History waves through every piece of currency, and this penny is no exception. The economic climate of the early 1990s, marked by growth, change, and a shift towards digital transactions, altered our relationship with money, lending a certain uniqueness that collectors can't help but notice. It brings to light the value of understanding how these coins reflect their historical moments, presenting an opportunity to connect with the past while holding a tangible piece of it in hand. For many, collecting coins isn't purely about investment, it's an exploration of history that immerses them in the contexts and stories behind each piece. Let's take a moment to think about what drives this passion for collecting. The thrill of potential discovery fuels excitement, and the thought of finding a rare penny during a routine visit to the bank or while going through childhood collections or family heirlooms speaks to a universal human sentiment, the hope of turning the mundane into the extraordinary. Who knows what lies within that old jar of coins? Perhaps there's a penny from a long-forgotten year that could change someone's life. Visionaries in the numismatic sphere understand these dynamics, and as more people become interested in coin collecting, the demand for specific variations and errors increases. The interconnection between collective interest, cultural fascination, and advised monetary appreciation creates a momentum that during economic fluctuations has led prices to skyrocket for specific coins, including those of the 1991 cent variety. Consider, for instance, the ecosystem of auctions and specialized coin shops, where enthusiastic collectors converge to acquire pieces that speak to them. The adrenaline rush during bidding wars leads potentially undervalued coins, like the 1990 penny, into the limelight, showcasing the profound and often unanticipated value that can manifest from something once seen as just pocket change. Financial and emotional investments intertwine seamlessly in the understanding of these coins, heightening the appreciation and value across the board. As the collecting community continues to flourish, so does the wealth of knowledge surrounding these fascinating items. Research, seminars, and forums promote a deeper understanding of valuation principles, historical significance, and connectedness to the broader economic landscape, both online and in local communities. Many individuals dedicate time and effort into sharing their passion for coins, whether through social media, informative blogs, or community events, cultivating a versatile space where values and stories interlace. In our current digital age, with the prevalence of technology, access to various databases and platforms for examining coins has streamlined the discovery process tremendously. Tools for valuation, historical comparisons, and assessing condition have guided collectors and potential investors in ways never imagined before. With just a few clicks, anyone can search for images and instances of the 1991 cent coin with minting errors and see just how much they have sold for, compelling many casual hobbyists or curious treasure hunters to take the next steps in examining their own collections, enhancing both knowledge and monetary incentive to explore what they possess. This newfound enthusiasm often leads to coin shows, where attendees enthusiastically engage with each other, exchanging stories and findings, immersing themselves in a world of shared passions. Friendships blossom and communities form, strengthening the fabric of a hobby that transcends generations. From grandparents teaching their grandchildren about the worth of older coins to enthusiasts forming clubs around their shared interests, the 1991 cent coin's value is only part of its charm. The relationships cultivated within the world of coin collecting create lasting memories and camaraderie. Now, let's talk about the broader implications of coin collecting as a form of investment. As more investors turn to physical assets in the form of coins, they often seek out pieces which possess significant potential for appreciation. Those vintage currencies, especially ones like the 1991 cent coin with well-documented errors, become ideal targets for the discerning collector, especially when the financial climate is uncertain. There's a certain allure associated with holding a tangible asset. It provides a sense of security and a connection to the past, and with minimal storage requirements, coins often serve as a practical form of investment. Knowing that your investment is safe in a tangible form, especially with a piece like the 1990 penny that comes with remarkable stories and significant financial potential, inspires enthusiasm and commitment within collectors. As we examine these financial narratives and their intersection with human emotion, we're reminded of the broader implications of engaging with tangible assets in an age dominated by digital currency. Coins such as the 1991 cent piece serve as a bridge to our collective history while providing valuable lessons about value, scarcity, and personal investment. The story of these pennies is not merely one of monetary worth, it encapsulates a journey through time and community, the thrill of the hunt, and the wisdom gleaned from understanding history through our past interactions with currency. As we wrap up our EXP,